Today we are ranking the top 10 beers in America on a night out. Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Andrew Henry, and to be honest, I'm not a real beer drinker. But one thing I really do enjoy is the camaraderie that comes with having a beer. Because you know the best genuine thing you can do is hand another beer to a fella. So, for that case, that's why we will be ranking these. So we're gonna do this on a scale from 1 to 100. We're gonna have 5 categories that are 20 points each. The first category is likeliness to send a 2 a.m. you up message to somebody. The second category is decision making. The third category is sex performance. The fourth category is livelihood at a party. And final and fifth category is taste. So without further ado, let's get into this. So all of these beers are ranked from 1 to 10. Budweiser being 1, Modelo being 10. Alright, for the most popular beer in America, we have Budweiser. Which honestly is not that surprising. I know a few people that have some Budweiser, but I did not expect it to be number 1. I'm going to be taking a significant drink of each of these beers, so I can really get those taste notes on my tongue. You know, not gonna lie, I know this is the first one I've tasted, but I think this is probably gonna be the most neutral beer that we have on this plethora of beers. I don't know. I've had Budweiser before. Nothing really stands out to me like that. It is a good beer, like something that I'm not afraid to drink, but like nothing really stands out about this beer. You know, this is a hard one to do because it's not a bad beer. I want to give it a fair rating, but it's very, very neutral to me. Some of you guys will probably hate me for this, but I gave Budweiser a 31 out of 100. For likeliness to send a 2 a.m. you up text, it's probably a 10 out of 20. There's a good chance when you're trashed off these, you're gonna probably send that. Decision making, 3 out of 20. Because if you're hamming off these, you're not gonna make good decisions at all. I mean, when you're drunk regardless, you're not gonna make good decisions, but this is why you're wasting decisions. Sex performance, I gave this a 5 out of 20. You probably won't perform well. You're probably gonna be beer drunk with beer breath. It's probably not gonna go that well. Performance at a party, probably a 6 out of 20. I don't really see you being such a life of the party off this thing. You know, it's very laid back. You know, I don't even know if people drink Budweiser at a party. And taste, 7 out of 20. Like I said, it's neutral. It's not bad. It's pretty decent. Like, I like it if I were to just want to drink nothingness. For the second most popular beer in America, we have Miller Lite. Now, this one is not surprising. I've seen people get Miller Lite all the time. I'd actually would say Miller Lite, in my opinion, would be more popular, but I'm not the American people, of course. Well, I am, but you know. I have a better relationship with this beer than Budweiser. So I'm really having high hopes for this one. I really am. Okay. See, that's good. That's a smooth flavor. You can really taste some deep notes in there, you know? Maybe a little bit of wheat, maybe a little bit of something, maybe a little of this, maybe a little bit of that. Miller Lite, I'm definitely a lot happier with this Miller Lite. Alright, for Miller Lite, I gave Miller Lite a 44 out of 100. I like this beer. It's actually really good. It's not my favorite on this panel, but I like this beer. For likeliness to send a you up text, I'm gonna say 12 out of 20. Because when you're off a million of these things, you're most likely gonna do that. Decision making, 8 out of 20. It's a little bit better than the Budweiser, but you will make some mistakes, of course. Now, sex performance. I give this a 7 out of 20. You know what? A 7 out of 20 is solid for dudes these days, you know? I'm never hating on that. If I give a girl a 7 out of 20, that's a good day for me, because I have really bad sex. Category 4, performance at a party. I put this at 8 out of 20. You're gonna have a good time, you're gonna be around your friends, you're gonna be dancing, maybe you got a girl, who knows? I think you can be close to the life of the party with this drink. Now taste, I gave this a 9 out of 20. I like this beer. That rounds up our final score for Miller Lite. This is a decent beer. I root for them and I advocate. Next we have Mich Ultra. Now, if I do see people get this, for some reason I assume this is a diet beer because it's light on the calories. Doesn't make you feel as bloated. I see a lot of women get this beer 2 as well. So I'm not really sure about this beer. I honestly have never had it, but I see people get it all the time. Bazunga. You can tell that's a light beer. You can definitely tell that is a light beer. It literally tastes like watered down beer in my opinion. Not the best. I can see how if you were maybe not trying to feel as bloated or something, like how that would make it better, but that is just way too light for me. I don't know. I don't like that. All right, I gave Mich Ultra a 24 out of 100. So for likeliness to send a 2 a.m. you up text, I'm gonna say this is probably a 4 out of 20. I don't know, that's kind of disappointed me. On decision making, you'll probably be up there. I put a 12 out of 20, just because I don't, who gets drunk off this? You're probably making better decisions off this than a damn Budweiser Miller Lite. Sex performance. Even though you probably won't be as drunk off this, you're still gonna get probably pretty bad sex, because this definitely kills your libido for no reason. I don't even see how you get fucking horny off this shit. Performance at a party, geez, 2 out of 20. Like, if you're drinking this at a party, you'll probably be the worst person ever. Not gonna lie. In final taste, 2 out of 20. I don't like it. Not my thing. It's my first time having one. I don't like it. No hate towards Michelob Ultra. If you drink it and you like it, great. Just not for me, you know. So next up on the list, we have Coors Light. This I've not seen people get as much as the last beers, but I do know it's popular, and I have heard of Coors before. I've not had one in a long time. I can say I probably have had one, but I guess we'll see. I really hope I don't regret this. Now, for a light beer, I like it. It has that sizzliness, it has that good beer texture, good beer flavor. For a light beer, it's good. I like it a little bit more than Budweiser, but it's not really doing all that much for me. Okay, this one was pretty hard to break down. I wanted to be more fair, just because it's not as bad as the Budweiser, but I did want to be fair. So for likeliness to send a 2 a.m. you up text, I have a 6 out of 20. For decision making, I put that also as a 6 out of 20. You're not gonna make the best decisions. I don't see any beer on this being over a 10 for decision making, besides that Mich Ultra. Sex performance, I put that as an 8 out of 20. I'm not gonna lie, you probably will have some good sex off this Coors Light. And I recommend, you know, if you wanna have some sex, drink a Coors Light, take a honey pack. Performance at a party, I put that as a 7 out of 20. I think you can have a great time at a party with this beer. It really is not that awful. Taste, I put that as a 6 out of 20. It's not my thing. But if it's your pot of tea, like I can see how it is your pot of tea. You know, I just prefer sweet tea instead of unsweet. Okay, this one I'm excited about. Now, I'm a Corona person if I do have a beer. Especially with a lime, I just go crazy over it. So I already know a lot about this one. There's not really much that I can say. I'm gonna be biased. I'll tell you right now, I'm gonna be biased. I don't think this is a twist off, so we're gonna just go ahead and pop this. Wow, it doesn't get better than that, bro. It does not get better than that. For this Corona, I gave a nice 71 out of 100. So likeliness to send a 2 a.m. you up text is a 12 out of 20. You're gonna send one, not like probably 9 times out of 10 with this thing. Decision making, 2 out of 20. You are gonna make the worst decisions in your life off of this beer. From experience. Sex performance, 20 out of 20. This thing is a honey packet of beer in one. You are gonna mess some shit up. Like, if you want her to get addicted to you, drink this beer. Performance at a party, 20 out of 20. You are gonna have the time of your life. You're gonna be the life of the party off of this beer. Taste, 17 out of 20. I think this is as close as you can get to a perfect beer, in my opinion. Next we have is Heineken. To be honest, I don't know the background with Heineken. I don't know where it came from. Amsterdam. Okay. I've seen people get these, not as often as probably any other beer on here. Let's just crack open to it and see. Oh, if it's a twist off, don't flame me. That is distinct, I'll tell you that. Extra spicy, damn. It has some bitter taste notes to it. I don't know about that one. It's not bad. I like the distinct taste of it. Okay, for the Heineken, I gave the Heineken a 41 out of 100. The likeliness to send a 2 a.m. you up text, I put that as a 10 out of 20. I do feel like off this beer, you will actually send the you up text half the time. Decision making, I gave this a 7 out of 20. You probably will make a little bit better decisions off this. For sex performance, I put an 8 out of 20. I do feel like you can actually work your dick for this and actually maybe get up a little bit. I don't know if it'll be at full stim, but maybe. For performance at a party, I put this as 8 out of 20. I do feel like you can function and feel be the life of the party off this thing. Fifth category, taste. 8 out of 20, man. I do think that it is a very distinct taste. A little bit too bitter for me, but I can see how somebody, maybe an older gentleman, might like this. So for this one, we have Natty Light. Back when I was in a fraternity, we had this, just jugs of this. I've seen what it can do to people, for sure. That is awful. That's terrible. That's bad. I'm good on that. All right, so for Natty Light, I put this pretty short and simple because this one's a weird scale, really. I didn't expect the scale to be like this, but I put this as a 26 out of 100. But the categories are weird. So likeliness to send a you up text is a 12 out of 20 because you will. Actually, no, scratch that. Likeliness to send a you up text is a 14 out of 20. So the new updated score is 28 out of 100. Likeliness to send a you up text is 14 out of 20. Because you will. This beer will get you shitty and making terrible decisions. So the decision making is 0 out of 20. You're not going to make a decision off this beer. It's pretty bad. Sex performance is a 2 out of 20. I doubt you even get up. You're not even going to get hard, if you want to be honest. Performance at a party, though, you'll probably be a 10 out of 20. I really do think you can perform well off this at a party. You might be carried home, but you're going to perform well. And taste, Jesus Christ, 2 out of 20, bro. Not even worth mentioning. Like, the next beer we have is Busch Light. I don't know much about this beer. I've never had it, but I'm definitely down to try it. I've heard of it. I've seen posters everywhere. So I'm excited to try this. So as a Busch, I would imagine, this is something you'd be drinking on your front porch, on your farm, in one of those rocking chairs. One of those beers you'll have probably at 12 p.m. Not bad. Very chill, laid-back beer right here. So this one's going to be easy. I really think that I have a good grasp on this one. So this one should be cake. I gave Busch 32 out of 100. This is pretty reasonable, honestly, of what I think is right. Likeliness to send a you up text is probably a 4 out of 20. You probably already have a wife if you're drinking this. If you send a you up text, it's probably she's right next to you in bed. You're gonna bone her anyways. Decision making, you're gonna have a 10 out of 20. You can make great decisions off this beer. You know, as great you can do while being intoxicated. Sex performance, I think you can get an 8 out of 12. I really do. I think you can do some wondrous things off this beer. Performance at a party, I put this as a 3 out of 20 just because I doubt you're drinking this Busch at a party. Like I said, this is like a front porch on your farm kind of thing. Taste, a 7 out of 20. Not bad. The beer of all beers right here, Bud Light. In my opinion, if I would have guessed, this would have been number 1. I have seen more people get Bud Light than I've seen anybody get any other beer. So this was surprising that this was number 9. Like, that is crazy to me. I thought this would be number 1 in America overall. Everybody loves a good Budweiser. I enjoy a good Budweiser sometimes. Even though I don't really drink beer, I actually have a great relationship with Bud Light. Yeah. That is a good beverage. I do like Bud Light. It's crisp, it's nice, it's refreshing. So for Bud Light, I gave Bud Light a 51 out of 100. This is all around a good beer. Likeliness to send a you up text, 10 out of 20. Very likely, just because I do know the effects of this beer and it happens. 2, decision making, 6 out of 20. You're not gonna make best decisions off this, you're not. That's just the dark truth to it. Sex performance, 9 out of 20. You're gonna give some good hammer dick on this thing. Not gonna lie to you. Performance at a party, 13 out of 20. And that being the life of the party. Taste, 13 out of 20. Good taste, like I said, it's crisp, refreshing, everything a Bud Light should be. So next we have Modelo. And I've seen a lot of people get this beer. I know what I'm expecting, but sometimes this beer does surprise me. So let's take a swig and see what we think. That truly is especial. I mean, off the bat, it's just a good beer. I'm guessing this is also a Mexico imported beer, so what you get down there, man, it's always dope. So that, also with a lime, is just unbelievable, amazing. So Modelo for me gets a 60 out of 100. It is a great beer. It didn't quite beat Corona as the winner, but it is a great beer. For likeliness to send a 2 a.m. you up text, it's definitely a 12 out of 20. You're gonna be raging and you're gonna be ready to go all night. This is like a 5 a.m. drinking beer. Like, you're gonna be up till 5 a.m. drinking this. Decision making, 3 out of 20. It's gonna be poor. It's not gonna be good, but this is the beer you want to make mistakes on, you know? Sex performance, 15 out of 20. You're gonna give her some dagger dick with this thing, man. Like, this thing is the real deal. Do I recommend this in a honey pack? Hell yes. Performance at a party, that'll be a 16 out of 20. You're gonna have a fucking good time of your life, man. This is a beer that you definitely want to bring yourself in around others. Now taste, I gave this a 14 out of 20. All around good beer. This also has a distinct taste to it. They do it well down there in Mexico, man. So guys, the winner of this challenge is Corona. Corona is actually the superior beer in my opinion. Everything about it is just perfect. It's my kind of beer. If I ever drink beer, which I rarely do, I'm more of a hard guy. Hard liquor guy. I'm a hard guy though, I'd be bricked up. But anyways guys, if you did enjoy the video, please like, comment, subscribe. All the support you guys show me is just genuinely amazing. And I do appreciate it, and I do like making videos like this for you guys. So yeah, any support you can show is greatly appreciated, you all. I'm gonna be dropping a lot more lately. I at least want to have 1 video a week. So just keep watching. Thank you guys so much. Have a blessed one.